Hello Flosstube and welcome to my channel, Home Sweet Home Handmade. I'm Natalie and this is my Flosstube channel about cross stitch, and this is episode 79 and it's Friday the 28th of November today, and it's been ages since I've been with you. So I am back in the saddle. Percy is here, I hope he's not going to get in the way. To chat with you because it's been way too long and I'm not entirely feeling my best today, but I've come on to show you two big finishes, a Christmas gift I've finished and some whips and also some things I'd like to start. So this is going to be a little bit shorter, but I just wanted to come on and say hello and give you a little video. So if you haven't already done so, grab yourself a cuppa. This is my Emma Bridgewater. I love her like seasonal mugs. So I have had my Spode Christmas tree one out, which my sister Emily got me, and you'll hear a lot about Emily in my videos. She's my sister. She is stitching from Gnome Cottage on Instagram. I've just got to go and sort out those naughty boys, so I'll be back in a moment. I'm back. They're into everything at the moment. If you're new here, I've got two ragdoll cats called Percy and Simon, and they are two, and you would have seen them in the little intro video as well. So as I was saying, grab yourself a cuppa and let's have a little bit of a stitchy chat. So this might be a little bit shorter than my normal, but I wanted to get back in the saddle and see you all again because I have missed filming. So my first fully finished object, which doesn't happen very often, is it's a blue flower. Hang on a moment. Perils of having fluffy cats, and it is the blue flower, hedgehog and hyacinth, and I stitched this using the colourful cotton garden threads on, I am trying to think what it was on. I think it might have been either vintage country mocha, I'm not sure. It's a 16 count anyway, and I started this on the plane to America to see my friend lovely Donna Ray and Amy in the States last year, and I finished it while I was there, and a lovely friend has finished it into a little pillow for me. But the variegation on those threads is amazing, and I love the little hedgie. So she backed it with some Lady Creates velveteen for me, and I'm really happy to have that finished. So when we move, we're still up for sale. I think this is going to go on either a little chair or on the spare bed in the spare room. Yeah, so that's my first fully finish. And then she also finished this one for me. And if you're a long time viewer of the channel, you will have seen this come out loads of times. So this is Mr. Darcy, and I think it's Rhonda Originals. I will put a link to the Etsy shop where you can get this pattern. So I used threads from Stash for this, and I do know that the jacket was Tennessee Red Clay. I think that's Classic Colourworks, I think, and I know that was Goldenrod as well. So to back this, now we've got Simon, I managed to find this amazing tea towel on Etsy as well. That is Pride and Prejudice. And she made a lovely job. So I'm really chuffed to have this. At the moment it is sitting, I've got a little antique chair in the lounge. It's what they call like a nursing chair or a nursery chair, so it's quite low, and the chair sits next to our TV unit, and Simon, who is here now, keeps going using the little chair to go behind the back of the TV unit and is nibbling all the TV cables. So this is sitting on the sort of back of the chair to stop him going behind the TV, and also to stop him going near the candles that I like to light this time of year. So yes, I'm really chuffed to have that finished. And great that I managed to finish it in the anniversary of Jane Austen as well. So that's my two big finishes. Now we're going to move on to some whips. Just going to have a little. And this, I'm not going to show you all the ones I've been working on, because A, I can't remember, and B, I think we'd be here till midnight. So I've just picked out a main few ones. This one is being kept in my lovely Pauline Sobe bags, project bag. I love that fabric. And this is my stitch along that I'm doing with my sister Emily, and it is our long dog. Just trying to get the front cover. So we started Long Dog Samplers Love at First Sight. So I did my usual top left hand start. Now this has been a little bit neglected because I've been stitching on Emily's Christmas gift, which I'm going to show you at the end of the video. But for this one I am stitching it on a piece of 16 count Ada from Lakeside Needlecraft in the colour Pearl, and I'm stitching it with Cottage Garden Threads Cozy Nook, and that is quite a good representation of the colour. And as I say, I haven't got too far because I've been gift stitching, but this is definitely going to come out again because I'm really enjoying it. So there's a long way to go. So I'm up here, but I think it's beautiful. And I was a little bit unsure about the colour of the thread that I've chosen. Emily is using a 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐾, and it's like peacock colours, and it's beautiful. And then I was like, maybe I should have done a variegated, but I really like this thread, and I thought it was a little bit more of a neutral palette, so it could, when it's eventually finished, it could be framed and go in many different areas. So I'm hoping to film with Emily again. She doesn't know this, I'm just saying it, again soon, and maybe that might be sort of in between Christmas and New Year, or just into the New Year, and then I'll get her to show you her long dog. So as I say now, because I finished her stitchy gift, this will stay out. And then the other one that I pulled out, which was a new start, which I'm keeping in this very cute bag. I found a seller on Vinted that is making bags, and they're very reasonable. That's lovely fabric. So I started this Riolus kit called Starry Cat. And obviously it's the after the starry night, which is there. I love that one as well. But yeah, very cute. I think this is one of the newer releases. The chart is quite amazing as well. If you like coloured charts, I'll just hold it back. It's brilliant. And again, a very small start on this, but I am enjoying it. And it is the wool acrylic threads, which you either love or hate. So yeah, it's some wool acrylic and some cotton. Or is it all wool acrylic? I know they are. I think they might be as well. So just a little start in the corner. There we go. The sky. Just up there. And it's not going to be a very big piece. It is 6 inches by 7 or 15 centimetres by 18 centimetres, but I thought that was such a cute little design. So yeah, so that was a new start for me, and I got this one from 123 Stitch as well. So I think I'm going to stop there with whips, and then I'm going to show you some plans. These might not all be new starts, but I've sort of gone through my stash to decide in the coming couple of months what I would like to stitch. And I did get this one from 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐿, Nativity in Quilt it's called. So it's obviously the Christmas scene, and I like the fact that it is sort of like quilt blocks. Very cute. So that's a possible start. This one is definitely going to be a start. I'm not sure when, but I think maybe sooner rather than later. And this was from the last needlework release, and it is 𝐥𝐤𝐬 from the Artsy Housewife, and I just love that. I love everything really. This, if you're a long time viewer, this reminds me of Miss Betsy, and I love her skirt and her boots as well. Just very whimsical and very me. So I've got the cord for fabric, which is, let's get it out to show you. It is from Fibre on a Whim, and it is a 16 count, and it is, what is that, Dulce de Lac? And it's a sort of greeny brown. I mean, it's a fat quarter, so there's an enormous piece. So I'm sure I could stitch some kind of Halloween piece on that. And then the threads, I've got the cord for threads. I'm keeping them in this little Brambly Hedge blackberry picking pouch. And I've got all the cord for threads. And I also thought I would try and use this Cosmo thread, which I did get for another project, which is in stash, but I thought I'd try it. So these are all the threads. Look at that white. So it's going to be lovely. As soon as I saw that, I thought that is a definite. I've got the other one of hers, the one with the eggs on it. Yeah, that's great. If anybody else is stitching that, let me know. Or if you've got it in stash and want to stitch with me. I had to put all those over there and sort it out at the end. I've actually got some sunshine today. It's a little bit chilly. We've been having some frosts overnight, but it's nice today. I got this one on Vinted, and I showed you last time the cooking one, or the baking days one, the Anchor baking days, which I should have brought up because I did work on that whilst we were away, and we've been to Spain since I last saw you. It was an amazing trip, amazing. Anyway, I'm prattling on, or rabbiting on. So this is Bunnykins Royal Doulton DMC, and I got this from Vinted, and it was not very much at all. And this is pastry making. I'm not going to take it out the plastic, but I apologise for the glare. So, but I love that. So that's going to go in my to be started. I need to do some plans really for next year. Loosey-goosey plans, as I call them. And another Christmas theme one that I would like to start, I don't know which one, is the Prairie Schooler Christmas Trees 2. And I think it's the angel. Although I really like this house with the Santa. Well, I really like the churches as well. So yeah, that might be a Christmas Eve start. I'll see. I'll see if I've got any of this green in stash. And then one that I picked up quite recently, and this is quite an old chart. It's from 2012, and I got it from Arts and Designs up in Scotland. And it is a Glendon Place. I've never stitched a Glendon Place. And it says it's part of their Amazing Desserts collection, a mandala series inspired by famous desserts. And this is strawberry shortcake. And don't ask me why. I think it's the sort of variegation of the threads. And it does remind me of a Caroline Manning Designs piece. Just love that. And they also had Art and Designs. They had the silk pack to go with it. I'm not a huge fan of stitching with silks, but as it was the called for threads, I thought I would just order them at the same time. So they are the Dinky Dyes. So I'm thinking this might look really nice on like a vintage country cream Ada. So if I haven't told you before, and if you're new here, I am an Ada stitcher and I stitch in hand. So yeah, it's beautiful. I love the variegation in this pink. And then the last one that I'm thinking might be a sort of Christmas into the new year, and it is from, it was a collaboration I think, and it's from the Stitch Geek. And if you're in the UK, you will recognise this. So it is Hubba Bubba. And I used to love this, and I still do. So this comes as a kit, and it is cross stitch, but it comes with this canvas and the wool. So it's a bit like tapestry, but it is cross stitch, and I think it will be amazing when it's done. So the finished size is, well, the stitch count is 160 by 60. I think that would be brilliant. Can you imagine that framed on the wall? I'd love that in my like crafty officey space that I'm hoping to have when we move. So yeah, that's from the Stitch Geek. So, and it comes with a needle and a needle threader as well. So that'll be different to work on, won't it? You know, does it say what size the canvas is? To put my specs on. Doesn't say. It's enormous. It's probably like a 10 count. And it's Ableton's tapestry wool, so brilliant. So those are the projects that I'm thinking that I might start in the next couple of months, as well as sort of drawing up a focus list for next year on my 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐿 list as well. So that was very short and sweet, and if your name is Emily and you are my sister, I will say goodbye to you now, and I hope she's gone now. So me and Emily, we do stitchy gifts for each other each year, and we've done this for, we were trying to work out how long we've been doing this for, and I'm not sure. She documents everything, so I'll have to ask her. It is definitely since 2018, definitely, but I think it was before that. And I might do a video actually of showing you all the lovely things that she has stitched me, and then if we do one together, she could show the things that I've stitched her, so that might be a good video. So without further ado, this is what I've done for Emily. I'm going to put in a picture here. This is a screenshot from the picture on Markup XP, because I got this chart as a freebie, and I got Markup XP app to basically set myself a daily goal so that I could finish it, because I can get distracted very easily and start a lot of things. So enough waffling, and let me put it behind something. So you would have seen it. So This is the 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐞 freebie chart from 2023 Needlework Market. So I've stitched it on a piece of vintage country cream Ada, and I've sort of personalised it. So I haven't ironed this yet. And so obviously this is Emily because she likes blues and her hair is a little bit darker. And then this is me because I like pinks. And then on the original design it says, "Hey friend, let's stitch." Obviously I've put "Hey Em." Her name's Emily, but we always call her Em. And then a sort of little nod on the spools to the other one. Yeah, the dresses were a bit of a mare to finish. So which is why I got Markup XP to get them done. But it's such a cute design, and I put a bit of metallic thread where the hands are meeting. So my hubby is going to pop into town at lunchtime, and I am parceling this up and sending it to the lovely Made by Rachel. Rachel, she's got the Etsy shop that I adore her bags, and earlier in the year she agreed to make this into a project bag for me, for Emily. So I'm sending it off to her for her to work her magic. And I've said, could you do it in a sewer's pouch, so the zip along there rather than at the top, and a patchwork design in blues and pinks to complement the two ladies. So I'm really, really pleased to get this finished. And it's not even December until next week, because normally I'm all about the planning, but the execution leaves a lot to be desired. So I'm normally stitching like 22nd, 23rd, trying to get it done. So I've got it done, which I'm really, really pleased about. So as I say, that'll go off to Rachel at lunchtime. It's for her to work her magic. And then I will, obviously, before I wrap it and give it to Emily, I will take a little video and then I'll insert it in the Flosstube so you can see what the end result looked like, and I hope she'll like it. Usually my hubby is my judge of whether he thinks she's going to like it, because you're always really self-critical of your own work, aren't you? So yeah. So in the comments, because this is a secret squirrel stitch as I call it, don't mention what it is, but you can find this easily online. If you just Google 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐞 Let's Stitch freebie, and it should come up. So I think that's all I've got to show you today. I'm so pleased to be back with you all, back in the saddle, and I will try and come back a bit more frequently, but as I've alluded to in the past, I've got a chronic illness, so I can't always do the things that I want to, or the things that I've planned to do, but I will come back as soon as I can, definitely before Christmas. I'm actually planning to do a flip through of 3 Japanese books that I've managed to pick up, which I haven't seen anybody do a flip through, so I'm going to do those soon. So that'll be a little Flosstube extra for you. So until I see you again, stay happy, healthy, and enjoy your stitching, everybody. Bye.